I must have done something like 7 videos already, but those 7 video lessons are just introductory. Okay, so that is just an introduction to integral calculus. The course that is integral calculus is basically about the techniques of integration. And it's only now that we shall lay down one by one the techniques of integration. We shall begin with the generalized power rule. So the integral of a times x raised to n dx is equal to a times x raised to n plus 1 all over n plus 1, okay? And then I forgot to write plus c. And by the way, when n is equal to negative 1, what is the integral of a times x raised to negative 1, okay? A times x raised to negative 1 dx. What is that equal to? Well, this is just the same as a times the integral of 1 over x dx. And you know that to be equal to a times ln of the absolute value of x plus c. Let us get the integral of 5 times the square root of x dx. So this is like applying our rational exponents. Square root of x is x raised to 1/2. So it's going to be 5, okay? We will just copy the numerical coefficient and then x raised to 1/2 plus 1. 1/2 plus 1 is 3/2. And so all over 3/2, that is equal to this, 10 over 3. We can write that as x squared times x, the square root of x squared times x. And so the square root of x squared is x and times square root of x plus c. So I forgot to write plus c. Get the integral of the square root of 2 times x minus the cube root of x squared dx. Write this in rational exponents form and apply the generalized power rule to rational exponents. Okay, so square root of 2 here, you can write this as square root of 2 times the square root of x. So square root of 2 is a coefficient, a numerical coefficient. So it's going to be square root of 2 times x raised to 1/2 plus 1. Again, that is 3/2, all over 3/2. The cube root of x squared is x raised to 2/3. Okay, so minus, again, generalized power rule. This becomes x raised to 2/3 plus 1. 2/3 plus 1 is 5 over 3. So all over 5 over 3 plus c. Okay? This one, okay, this is just equal to square root of 2 times 2 over 3. Okay? And this one is x raised to 3 over 2. And so that's going to be the square root of x cubed. Again, this is equal to x times square root of x. Okay? And then minus. Okay, we are here in the second term. This becomes 3/5 times x raised to, what is this? X raised to 5 over 3. Again, we can write this as the cube root of x to the 5th and cube root of x cubed times x squared. Okay? Cube root of x cubed is x. And so we are left here with cube root of x squared. Okay? Plus c. What is the integral of 2 minus x over the square root of x? You saw a lot of this from your first quiz. So we shall separate this into 2 terms and then of course apply our power rule on rational exponents. So this one is the same as 2 times x raised to negative 1/2. Okay? And this one, x over square root of x, that is just square root of x. Okay, so that is just square root of x or x raised to 1/2. So we will apply our power rule here. So this becomes, okay, 2 times x raised to negative 1 half plus 1. Okay, that's 1 half, all over 1 half, minus x raised to 1 half plus 1 again. Okay, 1 half plus 1 is 3 halves. So all over 3 halves plus c. In simplified form, it's equal to this. 4 times square root of x minus 2/3 times, again, applying what I did with simplifying rational exponents. This is equal to minus 2/3 times x times square root of x plus c.